pause to find a compromise.
So, let's see here. Oh. Credit chip. Energy bar. Nothing underneath those boxes. But hey. So here's Pan's office. Oh, here's a new ebook. Hearts of Steel, In the Dawn. The morning light through the windows was rich like the colors of autumn. Meredith lay in it, a snarl of sheets around her body. Jace's arm, the steel arm, across her bare thigh like a discarded weapon. She traced up the cyber limb and across the place where metal met flesh, the seam of the joint rough and tanned. Jace stirred and awoke. His craggy face softened. What's wrong? Meredith felt a peculiar mix of sadness and elation, a tightness in her chest, as if she were on the verge of tears. I was afraid you might hurt me. He was shocked. Mary, no, I would never. She wanted to look away, but she couldn't. I don't know what I'm feeling. He took her by the hand, out of the bed, up and across to the window. I do, he said, bringing her lips to his. Which is kind of interesting to see a romance-type story in the captain's office. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's see. From Dr. Gerald Campbell, ME, to Captain Ryan. Captain Penn. Captain, in keeping with RHS protocol, I've changed the entry code for the morgue. For the duration of the morgue lockout, the interim code will be 9212. As soon as the access has been restored to all personnel, the former code will be restored, and you will be so advised. Thank you. So, one thing I'll point out here is there's a laser system in the vents. I haven't run into it yet, though. But anyway, let me save here, and then I'll come back. I'm going to take a break, but I'll come back, and we'll continue and finish off the police station. So I'll be back in a little bit. I mentioned earlier I'm not the only one that complains about the hacky game. Some people like it. I think compared to the first game, this thing is stupid. It's just stupid. I mean, I'm sure later on down the line it's probably fun at some point. I really wish I knew what was in this data store. This probably will wind up not even being worth it. But let me go ahead and do a nuke on that one. And then I can get the data store and try and do the clearance. Oh, now it's being really nice to me. Ooh, how nice. Just so you know, I get my nuke virus back that I just used. But, you know, just so you know, gray hat, because I used one, I guess. But anyway, as I was saying, just so you know, it took me about 10 tries to do that. I mean, I'm sure when you get all the hacking augmented and everything, it's fine. But in the meantime, no, it's not. It's really stupid. Too bad I couldn't find his password laying around somewhere. Yeah, this looks kind of ugly. Oh yeah, there's a data store way out here. Oh, yeah, right, sure. I'm gonna go out there and get that. Uh-huh. Well, that's not gonna happen. Boy, I don't even know how that could happen. That's insane. It's not like I have any real choice here. Uh-oh.
Access granted.
Uh-huh, you lost. Oh well. So, here we go. Email from J. Manderley, Government Security Net. Captain. Oh, well, actually, UV. Okay. Captain, following the recent incident at Seraph Industries, the body of an unidentified male terrorist was delivered to your morgue. You are hereby advised that this corpse has been classified ultraviolet. Oh, that's what the UV is for. Under the revised Homeland Security Act 2012. In keeping with Article 7, Section 3, under no circumstances is the corpse to be transferred to the city morgue. It must remain in your own facilities until my people arrive to take possession. Pursuant to this, per Section 4, all persons of blue clearance or lower are denied access to your morgue. The medical examiner may remain on site, of course, to keep the body isolated, but there is to be no, repeat, no autopsy performed. These measures will be in place until I deliver the all clear. Thank you for your understanding in this matter. Joseph Manderley, Advisor to the Deputy Administrator, National Preparedness. Just as a side point, Manderley was the head of UNATCO in the first game. So, you know, the same guy. From Dr. Gerald Campbell, ME, he's the head of the morgue. Sir, today's marks the second time this year when I have been prevented from doing my job following an attack on Seraph Industries. If there exists some question about my skill level, my ability to be discreet, or the way I run my lab, I demand it to be brought to my attention immediately. Professional courtesy requires a proper explanation. Dr. Gerald Campbell, ME. From Homeland Security Criminal Database, Captain Ryan Penn, DMPD. Zeke Sanders. This is good. Okay. El Gato, Ezekiel Sandoval. 1990, Los Angeles, California. Paulo and Conception. 3 siblings. 5'10", 175 pounds. Features: Hispanic, missing left eye. Military tattoos, including USMC sigil. USMC, Afghanistan, wounded, medical discharge. Re-enlisted under Recycle Military Program. Operations classified, discharged under Cessation Act. Attack on civilians in Glendale Shopping Complex, Los Angeles. 13 injuries, no fatalities. Siege and hostage situation. Diagnosed on site as post-traumatic acute dissociation. Remanded into medical custody. Neuroprosthetic Rehabilitation Center near Camp Topaz, Utah. Declared cured 6 months later and released. Criminal activities. Leader of anti-augmentation domestic terrorist group claiming responsibility for numerous acts of breaking and entering, vandalism, theft, arson, targets all associated with augmentation industry. MO of attacks consistently involves empty buildings with minimal security personnel, no fatalities. Outstanding warrants. Should be considered armed and extremely dangerous. This for a guy who's basically running around busting up facilities related to augmentation. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, but you got to realize that probably the reason that it's coming out is armed and extremely dangerous. They want him to be killed so he doesn't continue investigating why an AUG was on his team in the Seraph factory. And we have another one from Manderley. Over and done, Captain. Due to the present sensitive context, it is our recommendation that case TA-00514 regarding the terrorist attack on Seraph Industries be filed and closed ASAP. In our opinion, the conclusions proposed at this stage of the investigations are quite satisfactory. I have appointed a state medical examiner to perform the autopsies on the victims. This is a critical situation, and we must try to keep the information contained as tightly as possible. I am certain you understand the public relations nightmare this incident implies and will act promptly and accordingly. Have your men reassigned by the end of the day. Joseph Manderley, Advisor to the Deputy Administrator, National Preparedness. So, yeah, they definitely were keeping a lid on it. And that is the same email address, by the way, that, what's his name? O'Malley? That I found on his computer. So evidently there's probably some sort of involvement there too, I think. Anyway, let's go ahead and save here again before we go into the tunnels, into the air vents. So, yeah, I was going to, well, actually, I will go ahead and go down here to the armory.
That's far enough. This is a restricted area.
Boy, this guy really has a problem.
Most of us already know, but I want to share it with you anyway. They're doing drills, folks. FEMA is doing drills with our children at Nottingham. They're taking our kids to secret camp.
So, let me just double check here. Can't remember where I was when I saved. Okay. Okay, so I hadn't yet. Okay. Fine. Come on. Alright, so in the armory down here, yeah, that computer terminal there actually activates the doors for the armory. So, you don't have much time to put in his password. Patriotism. You can, but since I'm more or less a law-abiding citizen here, at least right now, I won't do it. So let's see where this goes.
We're gonna stay here until I get some answers, kid.
Alright, here we go.
We're talking about some serious fucking crimes.
Crimes? What are you talking about, man? My brother's missing and you want to charge him? Typical.
All right, let's try this again from the top. When was the last time you saw Lucky? And who was he with?
Huh. I told
Nothing
you.
here.
It was like a week ago. We was hanging with some old friends.
Old friends. Right. Listen, we know you both used to run with the Motor City Bangers. We know Jason